this is RJ. I'm host a little video blog called Beyond Fvckboi. Trust me, I am not in support of fuckboyism. I'm trying to get beyond that. Trying to get to the next level. You know what I'm saying, baby? But Beyond Fvckboi, we are just going to be a little bit of a cultural blog about music mainly, but every once in a while we're going to sneak some film in there, some TV shows, especially since TV is also now. But the main reason we're here is we're not here to like rank or review albums. There's plenty of places on the internet that already kind of do all of that kind of stuff. I could care less about determining where exactly Gucci Mane sits in the canon, or if Ezra from Vampire Weekend deserves to be in the canon. This is all just talking about how people interact with the cultural products that they're offered, and with everything that we are like we have so many cultural products at this particular moment in time, so many ways that are vying for our attention and our dollars, that I just kind of want to get kind of see how all of this fits into the culture. It's more important for me to see how normal people react to the product rather than the attention of the artist of anything of that nature. So, I mean, I just kind of want to set the ground rules, the rules of engagement, I guess you could say. Not to sound too much like the military, but it's a very big deal for me to like actually show how people interact with the culture.
Nicasso.
I want to get right out the way, right off the rip, is I'm not here to stun for people. I'm sorry, I'm not here to like boost your careers. If that was the case, I've already been a journalist before. That's what that role is for. Weirdly enough, when I was doing it, I didn't know that. But overall, I'm not here to trash people, nor am I here to uplift them in this situation. We've had a lot of situations this year, in the last couple of years, where artists are really upset at the press, not giving them totally favorable reviews, and that's not what this is about. Overall, I think that those kind of tendencies tend to hurt the discussion around art projects and things of that nature. We need to have these conversations. Like, Lizzo needs to understand that not everyone likes her pop dealings with her recent albums, and that is a legitimate critique that, you know, Pitchfork brought up. Or, you know, Nicki Minaj, like, not loving anything less than complete fawning coverage of her from the media outlets, and bringing race into the discussion, where legitimately you're not making the greatest songs at this point. Yes, you are one of the greatest rhymers that ever lived, like legitimately, dead or alive, maybe top 10. But we're not here to boost your ego. Like, you have millions of fans that do that. You have your little hive that there's there for that. Eminem's another great example. Nicki and M like remind me so much of each other as like personality types. It's amazing. Why don't those two get married? I know it's a little bit too late now, but you know, Nikki's married to a child molester. Of course, she'll be back on the market, young. Y'all fulfill your destiny. But you know, yeah. Overall, that's what my purpose is here. I just want to spark some conversation between people, and like, I want to interact with you people heavily in the comment section, on the gram, anywhere you can catch my socials. I want to interact with people, and I want to interact with people with videos. Shit, man, I might even bring people on from the comment section to talk about this. This is about the conversations. This is not about being a judge from on high and trying to get those kind of things proven. That being said, I know that I said I was going to trash people, but we're going to have a weekly segment called Wash. Oh, let me do this properly. I'm going to have a reward every single bi-weekly thing that I do for this. It's the Steve Harvey Memorial Wash Person of the Week Award. Now, the person that I'm going to give the first Wash Person of the Week award to is a little man that's been in the news lately, and he is little. He's a pretty short dude. I've met T.I. before. He's a short dude. We'll fuck with him, however. But the T.I. is the first official recipient of the Steve Harvey Memorial Wash Person of the Week Award. Now, why is T.I. washed? Well, I think y'all all heard a little bit about how he referred to his daughter's hymen, which is never a good look for any man to be referring to any woman's hymen, but especially not a woman that you have a close personal relationship with, like your daughter. That shit, it's just private. Even if you weren't doing it, dude, you're not supposed to talk about it. You violated her privacy to get your male ego points up off of her. So that's definitely the definition of washed in my particular thought pattern about this particular situation. And the thing is that T.I. was doing such a great job with his late career, being a late career rapper, you know, moving on to hosting Rhythm and Flow, being deeply involved in that project, putting out great old guy rap albums late in his career that didn't seem like it was trend hunting, but it seemed like it was just a continuation and an evolution of him becoming an elder statesman. But like many older black guys, T.I. get a little churchified with his when he tried to bring up his elder statesman status. So unfortunately, the first recipient and not the last of the Steve Harvey Memorial Watch Person of the Week Award, give it up for T.I., Rubber Band Man himself. Alright, well, we're about to come into the final section of this video. I'm going to definitely ask you to like and subscribe at the bottom of the page. You know how this works with YouTube. How long has YouTube been around? I don't know. But as long as it's been around, you've been liking and subscribing. So I want you to do that for me too. But I want to get into this last part of what I'm going to try to focus on with the young Fvckboi. Basically, one of the major things that I kind of want to get across is that all cultural products, in my view, are equal. They have equal weight about how the world actually is operating and how the world is portrayed. So anything from YouTube videos to TikToks to something that would be hanging in the MoMA. It's all viable, and it's all important. Nothing has a lack of meaning or a lack of political initiative behind it. Everything that a culture produces is important. So I'm going to try not to get too high and mighty, only like deal with things that I think are the best or things of that nature. I want to deal with everything. One thing that I think about lately, and that I hopefully will have another blog about, but if not, I will address on this blog, is like sports as a cultural product also. Between everything that's happened with Kaepernick and other things that Antonio Brown getting suspended, also, sports has cultural cachet way beyond anything almost that we produce as a culture. So I want to explore it all. If you have any suggestions, definitely leave it in the comments. Find it out. Have a good old time. That's what this place is about. It's about getting beyond being those fuck boys. You know what I'm saying? I want to introduce my final segment that you're going to see in every video that I do for Beyond Fuckboy. It's a little session that I like to call, Have You Met My Friend?
Say I'm your best friend.
You're my best friend, Barney.
Good. And as your best friend, I suggest we play a little game I like to call Have You Met Ted?
What? No. We're not playing Have You Met Ted.
Hi, have you met Ted?
Hi. I'm Ted.
Yasmin.
It's a very pretty name.
Thanks.
All right, and this section of the video, Have You Met My Friend, is basically about people's sometimes have musical loves that are left over from the past, or they're more about reminiscing, or they're trying to express a certain kind of angst, and there may be people out there that do it better. And boy, do I have one for you today. So, for fans of Die Antwoord, they were problematic from the very beginning. I knew it. I didn't want to really, my friends would play the stuff for me, I would be like, but why these South Africans rapping, yo? And they took advantage of the dance music rap divide that's always kind of existed back in the early aughts. That was kind of a big thing. It's literally why grime had to be created as a separate genre rather than just a continuation of the hardcore continuum. Is because rapping is rapping. But, people want to play with the boundaries. So, for people who dig the kind of anti-pop that I guess that Die Antwoord was kind of hinting would come across the culture, I want to introduce y'all to 100 gecs. So much better of a version of what Die Antwoord was doing without all that problematic nonsense that they would love to indulge in. I'm just going to play a little part of that. I'm going to dance because I love to fucking dance. That's just me. And I'm just going to play y'all a little clip from Money Machine.
Piss, baby. You think you're so fucking cool, huh? You think
Like
you're so fucking cool? You talk about bitch shit, but that's such a small talk. Your arms look so fucking cute. They look like little cigarettes. I bet I can smoke you. I can roast you. And then you vlog and you text me I love you. And then I fucking curse you.
Machine. describes how if you approach a genre from as an outsider, especially a genre created by African Americans, you have to bring your own perspective to it. One of the greatest things I heard about Iggy Azalea that kind of like got to me was in her black scent was someone was like, it would have been dope to hear her rhyme in Australian accent, and they were right. I've heard Australian like drill artists lately, and it's awesome to hear someone do it in their own accent. You know, and that's something I think these kids kind of picked up on as far as this particular song, and from whatever genre they kind of pulling from. It's really, really focus on like just exploring how you relate to this. So I just want to leave that for y'all. Have you met my friend Meet 100 gecs? I don't know what you can do at Diane where no one has CDs anymore, so just erase them off your playlist. I don't know what to say. But like and subscribe. This is your boy RJ from Beyond Fvckboi. See you in about 2 weeks. Yes.